You could just land. You chose violence every time.
But Silver is definitely the kind of person that's been optimizing a lot of the stuff with Samus. You see a lot of pivot bears in his gameplay now. And it looks like they're going to get right into it. On Final D is their match. And that power shield against turnips is something that I experienced versus Swooper, and I think that that's kind of becoming a newer wave, like a newer development in the Peach-Samus matchup meta, is Samus is just becoming very good at getting power shield against turnip out of crouch.
Is holding it. And you would see Super Pioneer that just stand still as much as I could. Stop.
What do you think about this matchup overall, though? Like, do you think that it favors Peach or Samus, or what are your thoughts?
I think it always favors Peach since her aerial drift is so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a while, I kind of thought that Peach dumpstered Samus. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of characters in matchups have experienced this in the past like 3 years or so, where metas have developed to the point where a lot of characters that felt less strong have been more optimized, and I really do think that Samus is one of those matchups where I think Samus does a lot better than I might have given it credit for before.
You see characters like, you see Slug with Ices and things evil such as that just popping up now. The rise of the Donkey Kong.
Yeah, the DK Renaissance. It's so good, but the DK is good. I was a victim of it.
You played Taza.
Yeah, Taza was really, really good. I took that first set, but it was past my bedtime.
We're going about pace. I'd say every game will be at least 6 minutes here. Not for lack of approaching.
Yeah, that was the thing that we were talking about before the match, right? Where you can have a match that lasts 6 minutes, Pete versus Samus, where they are constantly running at each other and trying to engage. It's just both characters are really heavy. Neither character have really strong extended combos. There's no real like gimps, right? You got to work hard for every hit, and you have to do like 100 hits this game, right? To be able to take all 4 stocks.
That's just the game too. You have to play at least 3 games.
Yeah, exactly. And we could get up to 5. But when I tell you that this kind of matchup to me is so fun, I enjoy more melee, right? I just need there to be action the entire time. And I think this matchup is the kind of thing that does that, right? Where it is long, it is patient gameplay, but it is also engaging, and they are constantly trying to do something to one another.
They're just slowly moving with intent. It won't look anything like a Spacey, but we're moving.
Oh, I like that. So you can use the momentum from the air dodge to like rip the grapple off of the wall, right? So Silver will do a setup like that and be able to immediately go into an aerial, kind of a tricky movement option.
And what do you think CAUP could do to beat that?
Honestly, you just need to respect it. As a Peach player, this matchup is just about... Oh dear. That was a really, really good. Saving your float to be able to do stuff like that. You can use a ledge of invincibility and get a float in air from ledge during an edge guard opportunity is really good. And that's going to be what you have to do as Peach, is that you have to respect Samus a lot. So like in that grapple like cancel situation, like you treat it like a ledge dash, right? You just give up the space a lot of the time. Samus's hitboxes are way too good for you to be challenging that type of stuff. And then when you do get Samus fully off stage though, you need to become more aggressive with your edge guards and cut off some of the options that Samus may be able to cook up bomb jumping out there.
Yeah, you floating tentatively for maybe like 2 character lanes out there will make Samus pick a different 50-50 for the cover. You've covered one area for a second, and they must react to it in the recovery.
You force the situation, right?
Yeah.
Right now, it's 2 stocks apiece. We're at the halfway point of the match right now, and I mean, this has been...
We're also at the halfway point on the clock.
No, that's exactly what I meant. Is we hit the 4-minute mark, and I mean, they're getting close to wrapping up this stock, the next, 30% on one another.
And Silver's been creeping up. Like, the deficit is a mere, 20%.
Ooh. Once again, using that grapple cancel and able to get a charge shot really intelligently there. The charge shot is difficult to react to sometimes. It travels so quickly, right? And a lot of times you can use the full charge shot with Samus to punish turnip grab from almost full stage. Like, you can just react to the turnip pull animation, and charge shot will travel quick enough to get to Peach in time.
You have to be scouting it here too, because it seems to go to kill option for Silver. I would think an air dodge would come out from CAUP, but oh.
Yeah, so not only did Silver read that tech roll correctly and just popped off the charge shot, the CAUP definitely messed up the DI there and tied a little bit early.
What we thought was a whole CAUP game slowly sunk into Silver's content. you know he's going to post this.
CAUP did have a slight lead, but honestly, it felt relatively close throughout. I don't think either of them had a clear advantage right up until until it said game. It's not. It is a war of attrition, but it's not the kind of war of attrition like against Puff where it's really, really difficult to make up a percent deficit.
I always feel pretty great about FOD personally, knowing that you both have enough vertical space below the ledge to play with.
Yeah, you can do bomb jumps all the way down there with Samus and get a wall jump up B recovery to recover from basically anywhere. And with Peach, it's a little bit difficult, but if you're disciplined and you don't use your double jump, you can get to the bottom part and wall bomb and then use your double jump to finally recover. That wall going all the way down is certainly helpful for both characters. Good meteor cancel.
Fourth best kill option ever.
I like the little pump fake that people do when they play Smash. Everybody does this at some point, but it's like you do just like the initial dash, like you do like the singular dash dance, and then you dash again and grab.
You just wait, maybe half a second, go back in. It's not some advanced timing. It's just everyone's done it once. Everyone's just shimmied.
It really does feel like a NFL quarterback like pump fake, right? Like, what would you consider that technique to be? Like the melee equivalent of that to be?
Wave dash in place.
True.
Wave dash in place.
True.
That's the pump fake.
So right now, CAUP is pulling out to a pretty significant early lead, a full 2 stocks ahead now. Really, really good neutral air there. And glad to see CAUP getting off the stage, getting aggressive with Silver. We'll see if Silver is able to make a little bit of a comeback here. This is certainly going to be a difficult spot, but not impossible. Ooh, and that certainly helps. That forward smash, that arm cannon.
They both like the vertical space, but as far as being on the stage, Samus' matchup is a little too away from the platforms. All of the heights don't really benefit her when she's fighting Peach, except if she's trying to dare, but CAUP has enough time to scout that. Dare from any of the FOD platforms with how floaty Samus' jump puts her.
That's another thing, too, is that, you know, I feel like there's kind of a belt. Oh, that was a beautiful combo. Got the tech chase on the platform and managed to kill, and look at Silver making a really good comeback after being down 2 full stocks almost. You see those down airs, he's cranking them, but they're paying off well.
He was cranking the fairs too, the Fahrenheit 451s.
Yeah, I like the forward air is really good too. It builds up a lot of percent if you get all the hits, and just really difficult to challenge because of how disjointed the hitboxes are from the character, right? CAUP responding.
Ooh,
that
gets the stitch, drops it. Wait, regular turnip again.
Yeah, I like that when you're a Peach player and you purposefully face left, because if you're holding a turnip, the turnip ends up behind your character model and you can hide the face.
Everyone's always asking, what do you have in your pocket? And you're like,
I got nothing.
Like,
I got nothing here.
Do we need to be worried about what's in your pocket? It's like, no.
Ain't nothing that concerns you right now.
You get past the TSA and you just pull out the stitch.
So, wow, that was so crazy because they were kind of positioning around each other, like moving around each other, but not actually throwing out any attacks for like what felt like 10 full seconds, and then just Silver popped the charge shot once and just picked the perfect spot. This is scary, and unfortunately, Bonta's head, that part of the stage underneath is difficult to interact with. probably had to drop a little bit lower to be able to get a full wall jump and then the up B.
He needed the jump to not like end up bouncing him into that structure.
Yeah, got like you can call it battlefield, getting pineappled like when you're underneath the Dreamland platform, right?
The stadium counter pick. Okay.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. A little bit of a lower ceiling to use against Peach, and then obviously the big thing is using those platforms on the left and right to be able to set up a wall of missiles.
Bear also covers the whole plat still, while Peach has no top platform to fake Samus out to. So she has to risk falling on the fire or double jumping.
Do you think the top platform benefits Peach more than Samus?
I do. I also think when Samus is on it, she's not in advantageous position versus Peach. Like her moves aren't that good from below her. You'll distract the Samus with Bear at that point.
What I mean, Samus's down air is going to be a really good option. I think the big difference is that Samus has an actual double jump, unlike Peach's double jump travels really far, but as far as like utility and mobility, it is not great. Ooh, I like that, getting the quick instant flip cancel up air to kill off the top.
Just snipping the stock.
It's good. A lot of times you end up building up percent up to like 180, almost 200% against this character because you're constantly going for neutral air, which is the safe option, but if you can get some earlier kills by trying to set up for a more difficult to land but more rewarding up air.
A more grounded, weaker Fox up air. You just need someone to fall on top of it sometimes.
Ooh, I like that. Bombs are such a cool move in this game. They have so many unique properties. It's kind of like you know how Shine is not. It's a kind of a meme because it's a reflector, but nobody uses it for the actual reflecting. It's for everything else you can do with it.
Except Aklo.
Except what?
Except Aklo.
Oh, true.
We will always play the Fox Falcon game holding the Shine at the beginning.
But you see there, I mean, obviously it helps with the recovery on double jump. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it back on stage.
We've seen the comeback from this. We've seen the deficit before. This looks just like the FOD game.
Yeah, we'll see. If someone can do it, it's definitely Silver. Silver has the kinds of punishes, kinds of kill setups that can swing a matchup like this more quickly than you would normally see from floaties.
And they seem to still be catching CAUP by surprise. It was to note that on the transformation, CAUP pretty much only fought Silver with the Parasol. Just repeatedly upbeat, because that move has so much more priority than any of Samus's options from below her.
I'm not sure about that. It's just
I think upbeat beats Dare.
No, not like clean like that anyway. I think it'll be harder to time, right? Because the hip. Ooh. Oh dear. Well, got that first stock, and on the mountain transformation, I mean, who knows? Some shenanigans, or I'm sorry, not rock, the windmill transformation.
Water,
correct. Is it water, grass, fire, and rock or ground? I don't know if it's rock or ground.
The four types.
Yeah, the four types. Yeah, the four Pokemon types. That's it. No more.
They hadn't brought up Poison or Bug yet.
CAUP going for a pretty infamous glitch that Peach has when she can Peach Bomber the side B on a slope, be able to launch yourself. If you get the right kind of slope and the right positioning, you can go like across like an entire stage.
Just slides across. It's similar to the Samus Super Wave Dash animation.
It's certainly almost as far and almost as surprising if you haven't seen it before. Just barely weaving in and out of each other's ways right now.
Always moving towards.
I do like that little thing where like the projectiles, instead of like getting eaten by the shield, that they end up like deflecting, right? They end up taking like a different trajectory.
They just go slightly diagonal.
Yeah, exactly. It looks so goofy though. Like the animation, like the model obviously wasn't supposed to match it. So like you have the missile facing one way, but the fire from the missile like pointing a different direction.
It's been separated from the fuel.
Yeah. Ooh, the Super Wave Dash, and CAUP thought that they had a free opportunity to pull a turnip, but Silver said no, sir. Oh, that shield was broken. I cannot believe.
One missile away from snapping.
Oh, one jab away from snapping. If he would have, ooh, and okay, the comeback is starting to happen, 164%. And we'll see. Even the weak dash attack is looking a little strong right now.
Looking for this grapple charge shot, possibly.
Yeah, and try as you might, it's just Peach is a heavy enough character that between just her raw weight values and crouch cancel, it is almost impossible to hit her without training in some way, right?
You will take at least the 8s, like it will always trade. You can get the better end of the trade, but you'll always take around the one aerial's worth of damage.
Exactly.
Unless you have projectiles.
Yeah, these missiles are going hard right now. Using the grass transformation, I haven't seen a lot of tech with the missile cancels on grass transformation. Silver looking prepared even on these more unique transformations. Oh my! The homing missile into the charge shot, and now it's basically a dead even matchup. The comeback was real once again. Somehow was able to not get punished from that up B out of shield.
Silver showed up at 11 a.m. and is playing more composed than I ever could believe right now.
He really, when we tell you that he showed up about like 2.5 minutes before the stream started, and he was like, all right, I'm here, ready.
No warm up. And Robert talked about it. CAUP was like, Silver will come in here and defeat me off of 0 practice.
Robert may have low-key cursed himself.
He's manifesting it right now. Silver doesn't know about this end of the bargain.
I like this. You know, it's difficult. CAUP is certainly challenging Samus's recovery, but not overextending, not getting punished. But you know, sometimes it's just difficult to complete like the full edge guard versus Samus. You're gonna have to just keep trying, right? But you cannot let up and give them stage for free. Ooh,
it hurts to be on the wall here. Yeah.
The grapple cancel again.
But as soon as he was pushed to the wall, I didn't feel safe about his options because after the screw attack, you'll hit Peach, but you'll fall down back to the corner of the wall.
If you up B from the ground, but I think that, I mean, who knows what would have happened, but the play is to like, you know, maybe like ledge jump, like the jump from ledge, and then up B to the top ledge of the mountain transformation. But unfortunately, the comeback looked so real, but going right back to Pokemon Stadium, and it's still a 1-2 set. Silver can certainly take this match, bring it to a Game 5, and we'll have some more Peach Samus. I mean, this has been kind of exciting. We've seen some really, really good charge shots. CAUP with the Stitch face earlier in the set.
We've seen icy comebacks.
I love Peach full hop forward air. It's just like, it's such a belligerent, like, caveman type of option.
I told CAUP that that's one of his things. One of his traits is the full hop jump fair read. And he was like, I really have to stop doing it so much. But you can see he'll do it at least once.
Yeah.
In every set he's played on stream.
It took until Game 4 for it to come out, but it worked. I do like seeing a little bit more forward smash. Forward smash is a good neutral option for Peach. It's tough to use, but there is a unique option that it covers, right?
It's unique when it covers the tree on fire. When it hits through the crevice, you like throw golf club through it, and it just managed to touch that area.
Mm-hmm. Back to the mountain. This is another one of those, that top middle platform there. That's prime real estate for that Peach Bomber glitch.
CAUP not able to get on that side of the stage to attempt it.
Yeah, it looks like they're not concerned about showing off. They're concerned about taking this set right now. So we'll see. Down tilt up air really good, but Sam is not quite floating enough to die off the top yet.
Smooth jab fair transition.
another full hop fair. It's so good.
He's back in his element. He understands it all.
Oh, wow. That was a little bit more methodical, but that was really, really good spacing. Was able to get past the missile and then get the forward air to hit Samus.
Position perfectly to touch the head of Samus too. The highest the height could be.
What is the Dragon Ball Z moment where they both hit each other, they both go flying into the magnifying glass?
But they stop. They stop for a second and they're like, we have to do it again.
And then Samus starts bombing and then Peach starts floating.
Everyone's yelling. We're watching the abridged versions.
Oh, wow. The weak missile ended up, the homing missile ended up stuffing Peach's recovery there. And then CAUP comes right back down with the Angel platform invincibility and gets a neutral air.
Sparing no time, just immediately float down airing.
Yeah. And it's funny, these two characters are about as close as you get to flying in this game, right?
And Yoshi.
And Puff.
Oh, yeah, see, okay, everyone flies, but these two also fly.
Yeah, I mean, Puff obviously can stay in the air like the longest, right? But it's something about like float and double jump and parasol and then like all the bomb jumps. Like Samus bomb jumps, you can stay like off stage for like a full minute if you really wanted to.
Peach is more a flyer. Samus is just Iron Man, you know?
Iron Man.
Only the equipment provides this.
Really good charge shot there. I don't think that CAUP would have died if the tree hadn't have been there, but it would have been interesting to see what the situation would have been.
So we're trying to get that loaded charge shot here for a quick setup. The wall's dropping.
Ooh, not the full charge shot, but might have been a shield poke, honestly. Peach's shield is looking a little bit low. Unfortunately, the Nair got canceled into the missile, but got another Nair, and now Silver finally with a pretty solid lead. Can definitely get a little bit of extra credit here. You see Samus die at like 150+% all the time. Honestly, would be plenty of percent to work with right now, and we see 14%, 24. This is all really good for Silver.
I was really aware that after he upbeat, Robert was going to come down and Nair, hit a slide off Baron in punishment. Yeah.
Yeah, the slide off Baron with the platform edges, right?
Of course.
They're trying to run a power shield.
They're both playing like they want another shot at the top 100 Fox, which is what they get if they win this set.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was really good. The up B was just not high enough, and the CAUP didn't even have an opportunity to try to fake out with between letting the parasol slowly float you down and fast falling through it. Just a clean edge guard punish with the charge shot. Now we're at a game 5, and we're going to Yoshi's story, which is honestly a little bit surprising on CAUP's end. I would have thought CAUP would want a little bit more space, but maybe he has ascertained that he needs to eliminate the Samus as quickly as possible and needs the blast zones as close as possible.
When you're playing with Silver's mix-ups, the gotcha percent at which you die from the charge shot changes from about maybe 60, 70 to 40 possibly.
Yeah.
The wrong DI.
And that is the thing, is that Peach does risk the chance of dying at a very, very early percent that I don't think Peach has in return unless she gets a Stitch face, right? Ooh, we got some dare shots, and unfortunately the charge shot just misses.
Yeah, just a missed time on Silver's part, seeing as Robert air dodged after. I thought that was a very hopeful charge shot, seeing his CAUP might double jump.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, you know, we've been here a full minute. The super missile finally takes it, but that was some extended neutral that Silver was kind of consistently winning throughout that stock. Ooh, good job. Oh, no grapple. I guess he must have used the grapple on that first turn up that hit. Well, we're right back to even. And as soon as I was saying that Peach doesn't have those low percent kill chances versus Samus, Peach got a low percent kill.
A bit too hopeful on that. Somebody's going to shield poke Robert there on the side plat.
That up tilt is so scary. It is so strong, and that hitbox is way bigger than those legs.
The up tilt that sends you away from the stage, and then suddenly Silver shot 2 missiles. You're blocking her recovery options, and you have to parasol up, and now you're getting edge guarded by Samus.
Why do I have to use my shield so much? Ooh. Oh no! Silver thought he was going to be so cute, and then CAUP just got one down smash. That was a really funny interaction. We'll see if Silver can clean this up. I liked the idea. I thought it was a good idea. CAUP was just ready for it.
We haven't seen CAUP down smash that much either. But that was hit with no hesitation, frame 1.
Yeah, it really was. CAUP has definitely not been like spamming down smash or anything like that. Ooh.
It's not as good when you don't know exactly where Samus will fly, as opposed to you getting a dash attack and hoping Samus will DI up and then you can shark from there. But if you down smash, you're stationary and Samus is moved, and now you have to start moving in a totally separate instance.
Oh, wow, that was so good. Shooting the missile and being able to use the platform to run forward and get the strong nair coming down, so sick. Oh, once again, we saw that I think in the first game of the set where CAUP was using the Ledge of Invincibility and Saving Float to be able to get an invincible float in air as part of the edge guard and got the stage spike.
We'll have to see one last comeback. It's almost as if Silver wants to play the games from a deficit, like just holding the weights on.
Yeah, we've seen it twice before, and the first time Silver wasn't able to complete the comeback, and the second time Silver did, so we'll see how this turns out.
I'd say he never lost composure once. This is the most resilient I've seen Silver.
Silver's certainly been staying composed and staying patient for the most part, as I can tell. That little evasive maneuver with the missile was pretty cute.
CAUP finally catching Silver and pushing him towards the stage.
Oh, interesting. Letting go of float to get that down there, but really, really cool. Silver fighting for his life, getting back on stage. I cannot believe that shield didn't shield poke. That was wild. Or that, sorry, the nair didn't shield poke.
Silver needs to tighten up here. This is the last stop. Ooh,
the double air dodge. Yeah, that's going to do it.
That's the CAUP.
And unfortunately, Game 5, really, really good job by Silver out there. I really thought that Silver had a good chance. Once Silver got that Game 4 and we were getting into Game 5, it was looking pretty good. And then CAUP was able to tighten it up and got the down smash on Randall. That might have been the turning point, right?